In 2003, I think when my fund decided to look at Asia, obvious choice for me was India and China. I've been to China 25 times, and I think there are some barriers for a non-Chinese speaker to do business in China. So obviously, I started looking at India. And the first thing I realized way back in 2003 is that our strong point tends to be in process innovation. And the kind of investments that we have made in US and Europe may not be necessarily the same mantra of investing in India. So I decided to look at process innovation based companies, and so we invested in companies like Aurobindo Pharmaceuticals, Matrix Laboratories, Dr. Reddy's, and we also looked at business models that could be easily ramped up. So the whole thesis behind backing some of the pharmaceutical and healthcare companies in India was more towards service, which could be ramped up easily, and which had a good, which could provide a good exit strategy for the investors who were coming in, because obviously at the end of the day we were looking for some return too from these investments. So most of the investments in India did very well for us, predominantly because of the fact that we came in at the right time when the valuations were not so expensive, but at the same time they were actually expanding and India was opening up. So I'm talking about 2003 to 2008 and 2009. Now, the kind of opportunities I see post 2008, 2009 is quite interesting, because I now see more satellite diagnostic chains. I see lab services, preclinical services. I see opportunities which are very specialized. And I think this is now setting the trend, especially for investors based outside India. When they look at India, they look at basically some of these opportunities as the next big wave that are coming in. And obviously, if you have noticed, the trend of investing in India from foreign investors has gone into companies which are able to scale up, which are able to open up chains, like say dental clinics or ophthalmology centers, or maybe basically stem cell banking. Medical device opportunities which can be scaled up. So those type of opportunities are getting more and more attraction from foreign investors who basically give very extreme suggestions to biotech entrepreneurs and then try to disappoint and depress them. But the point I'm trying to make is that the pool of investors in the US is so large that the noise doesn't really impact a bio entrepreneur. If not this investor, they go to another investor. Now we don't enjoy that kind of a pool of biotech investors or life science investors within India. Though India is such a large country, though India basically is likely to introduce 200 million skilled workforce in the age group of 20 to 30 years. So while we have our own advantages, where we are trying to find a niche is more in the services, medical devices, bio IT. Those type of opportunities are what basically the investors understand. And then they say, okay, fine, since I understand this language, probably this is something which I'm ready to take a bet on. So that's what is happening right now in the Indian innovation ecosystem. Healthcare is a very attractive industry and an attractive investment destination. India is an important investment destination for life sciences. As I articulated earlier, my bets for India would be more on multidisciplinary areas wherever there's a fusion of bio with IT or chemistry, and that's where I would actually put my bets on. And not to forget these satellite diagnostic healthcare chains that are coming up, new forms of healthcare delivery. Definitely there's a huge investment opportunity and also attractive returns for investors.